Right.
Let's take a look at this little match tonight. Definitely a mismatch. He's a problem, number one. Linebacker is a problem. Strong safety. All right.
Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
The weather, love that. 93 degrees.
The Blue Hens about to kick it away and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Lee. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Liberty Flames offense will go to work first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. Got a little space. Nice move there. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. For just a minute, let's take a look at Liberty. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Flames back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his defense to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He leaves it with his back.
Oh.
He's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He now has 56 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. The Flames, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After run, now throw. Got it in the middle, it's great. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Liberty!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. on the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blue Hens offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today.
Silva.
The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing.
Turning on the Jets. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Hands it off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Under fire. Flips it out in the flat. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a
Nice.
man, it's LeBoy. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
But when it's a play-action pass,
around
that
Freckles.
quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Flames send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that
Nobody got a
time.
block.
Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get
shit,
downhill
Air Force.
when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Marker.
And the Blue Hens are on the move. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Blue Hens are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up by 21 over Temple. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Patterson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Oh.
That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He's moving out of the pocket.
Oh.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's a great...
So you can juke as a quarterback. Throw ball away. Playmaker. Special moves.
of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off!
He got hit.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Vasco. Makes one man miss. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Maybe.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Now the toss.
No,
Creates a little
boy.
room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking for the end zone. He can't make the grab.
No.
It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
And the Flames will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Come on.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. to the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Defense trying to take it back.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Absolutely
Liberty takes
fumble.
over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Runs through the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
All right.
Lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Through.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defense.
Oh.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Blue Hens, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Silver.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this court.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on 1st down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards.
Oh, I hear
the
you.
offense has got to be better in this critical area.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Damn.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Keep it
This
on him.
offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Flames will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, the ground game. And just wedges it ahead a bit.
Double check here.
Brought down.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And the Blue Hens are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mono.
Brown
anyone in the
Jr.
country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. On the option. He'll toss it.
Nice play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The pitch. Got enough for the first.
Oh,
Still
no.
running at the 40. Flying down the right side.
Fuck up your
Oh,
view.
he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Flames. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping.
Coverage audible.
Make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No
Let's go for
hesitation
it.
at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Man, that could have been a fumble.
Deep in the red zone.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington State is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Louisiana Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on. Day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Patterson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll leave it with him.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's LeBoy. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down.
Intercepted. Big play. Drive. He was trying to get that return going instead. He'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's a running room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Liberty.
Now on 1st down from the 43.
Liberty.
He'll ride his man on the option. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Mental
The
mistakes.
give as they work on that clock. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
325.
Trying to barge their way in.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker. And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
All over.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Kelly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's LeBoy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got.
Go, Patterson.
Wide open spaces.
Have a day.
He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Have a
Timeout
day.
on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all.
Pick.
To the end zone and it's picked off. Going the other way, he's got room. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Tough. Tough.